Can you tell we're in front of my house? I don't know if you can see the Bernies from the Chevelle, but anyways, let's go for a little bit of a ride here. See how things are going. I got some 91 octane in this thing by mistake, so I just want to kind of burn it off a little bit, make room for some good 93. Made a choke adjustment and richened up the idle mixture a little teeny bit. This AVS 2 carburetor, it has an adjustable valve for the secondaries to kick in, and it seems like this car is a lot happier with the secondaries opening up later rather than sooner. It kind of does not want to surge, and it there's no bog or hesitation when you well, maybe there was a little bit there. She's still not fully warmed up though. Temp gauge is way off. 180 is actually about 160, and it gets up to about 190 according to my laser thermostat, my laser gun, but this will show over 200 here, about 210, 215. So I don't know why Stuart Warner gets such big money for their gauges. They're kind of not that accurate. So that pop there was probably the secondary still opening up a little too soon, and it went lean real fast. So I don't know, but we don't know until we play, and so we'll head over to E&R Restorations as a stop-off point. Hello. So now we're starting to get some heat in the engine. Nice day for a cruise. It's right now about 65 degrees, 70 degrees, somewhere in there.
Dude, it was so cool. You should have got a picture in here last night. Like,
yeah?
Yeah. We had the two Super Bs side by side, that Trans Am on the lift, GTO under it, and it looked cool. Uh-oh.
There's a sleeper Super B right there. We're over here at E&R Restorations. This was my destination point. See what's going on there. Right, oh, he doesn't want me to go in and show the messy shop because they're busy. They're busy doing stuff. This is what you look for, is a shop that's busy doing stuff. Might be a little bit of a mess. If it's too neat, maybe not enough's going on inside. This GTO is in here for some diagnostics. 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I rebuilt the carbs for this, but it's got a strong lifter tick over here, and it's hydraulic cam, so they're going to run the valves on it. The oil was pretty gassy. It just isn't running right, so going through the process of troubleshooting and probably going to do a compression test, and worst case scenario is that the cam's going away on it. This is a really nice car. It just needs somebody like me to own it. What do you think, Voltor? Do you think I'd clean this thing up? Mike being shy.
So the way I'll do this is I'll go in there, I'll tell you to bump it. As soon as this one starts going down, I'll set that one. And then when that one comes up, and this one goes down, I'll set that one. And I do that across the board till I got them all, because I lose track. You know, some people can go, okay, I got that one and that one, because there should be, you know, 2 or 3 down at a time, and vice versa, but I don't want to lose track. So go ahead and bump it. Go ahead, hit it. Okay, that's fine right there. I'll set this one. That one feels good. Still got it. Wow. I think that was over tight, to be honest with you. Start.
Push rod wouldn't turn?
No.
So, 2 things about setting the valves. One is that this is hydraulic cam, so it's a little bit different than solid lifter, but hydraulics you want 0 to a little bit of pressure on the push rod, but different people do it different ways. But basically, though, if you can't turn the push rod when it's up on the, we call it the heel of the cam, base circle of the cam, but that's the opposite side of
Bump
the...
it.
Opposite.
Bump it. Okay, leave it there. Just give it a tiny tap. Just tiny tap. Little tiny bump. Perfect.
So basically you're just trying to get it on the part of the cam, the opposite of the cam lobe. So you're at the base of the cam and not on the ramp. And then some guys will go, like, they'll set it to no latch and then give the nut half a turn or a quarter of a turn, whatever the lifter manufacturer recommends. And then another way is turn the push rod until the push rod should kind of spin around anyways, but if you can still kind of turn the push rod, that's not a bad thing. But if you can't turn the push rod at all, it could be leaving the valve unseated.
Okay.
So this is a Judge, genuine Judge. This is like the 3rd or 4th one I've seen Eric do, and this car is getting about ready to go. Back in the day, we didn't think that was cool. Now it's really cool. Funny how things turned around. Things that back in the day, you know, we just laughed at. That should be a big autometer monster tack, and now it's like, oh, you gotta have that tack on the hood. So they'll be doing final cut and buff and detailing, and send this one down the road. This is Eric's Super B. This car is on the way to being super duper nice. Doing some interior work. Still a little bit on the race car side, but it's still cool. We're gonna do some dialing on those carbs. And over here is a Le Mans convertible. I believe it's a 326 car. It's been in the same family since brand new, and they decided to have it restored, reconditioned, restored. So it's getting ready, final blocking, getting ready for paint. It's going to be a really nice car. Frame off, it's got a new frame. Frame was rusted, and the car had been repainted one time, one repaint, and that was starting to give it up, so it was time to make somebody just a really nice car to drive. So this is why restorations cost so much money. Just building up a little extra primer because he just wasn't quite happy. So the question is that in a restoration shop, how do you quantify all this labor that goes into this, the hours spent on these details? The reason why I bought the Belvedere is so I'd fit in here better. I can't bring the Chevelle over here because the driveway's too rough, but the Belvedere makes it in and out. So we haven't really gone over this thing outside yet. Let's see if the sunlight will capture the prettiness of this hood scoop. So this car overall is complete. It's pretty nice. I just replaced this interior carpet trim. That was missing, and the carpet was just, it was laid poorly. So I kind of relaid the carpet and reworked it so everything would lay down correctly and the trim pieces would fit back in. This kick panel here would stick way out over here. Just taking care of details. It had some like pickup truck floor mats in there, and I got these. They're pretty nice floor mats. This kind of cleans up the interior, but mechanically this car's taken care of. But here's where we're getting into the issues. Is you get down low here and look at the rocker panel. So that was never repaired correctly. So that's going to be the project on this car once I get everything squared away. But it's got a good stance. The tires, probably could have put a 275 60/15 in there, but these tires are, for the horsepower, they're correct size tire. It will turn them over, but it gets good traction. But the diameter is still 28 with the 323 gears on this automatic. It's geared plenty low. I was kind of concerned about that. But once again, here is where the repair failure was. So this side, the fender is pretty much steel. There's filler in there, and see that there's some issues. But opening up the trunk, it looks fairly decent. It's not terrible bad. It's about par for the course for these cars. It's just an amateur body work was done on this car before it was painted. So the painter had his hands full, I can tell from just the way the paint's laid on it. But it's a beautiful color out in the sun. Car turns heads everywhere. Most people just don't look down low, but this whole fender lip here, eventually I'll have to cut this out, and this side here, this lower quarter, is going to have to be cut out and replaced. It's just, you can tell it's just thick with Bondo. So that's the real deal on this car. But I didn't pay $20,000, so I'm not I'm not anywhere near, not even on the same planet as $20,000 into the car so far. So got a good running 383, not super strong, but sounds really good and healthy. So that's where we're at.